Alright, you guys, ignore the... I have to keep spraying myself because it's literally getting past 100 here. But I wanted to share this collective message, okay? It's a continuation of the one that I had the other day with giving your liver some TLC, right? Digestible foods, papaya, foods that are high frequency, alkaline. It's like the seeds of the papaya will help with parasites, just foods that are benefiting you in multiple ways, right? This is ridiculous. But what I wanted to share was I started to pull some from the Reckoning Co's The Sacred Woundings deck, all right? And a gap between your success and fulfillment. So I feel like really pinpointing who my previous reading was for. That car in the back just... That white truck keeps doing donuts around the bus. Sir, what's happening here? Okay. Said to pinpoint who that previous reading was for. It's like, again, not telling anybody how to live their life, but look into detoxing your liver. You know what I mean? Look into just incorporating things that are going to benefit you for the long haul, right? It's like, and that's why I like creating this oracle deck, because it's like, it doesn't always have to be about, you know, what other people are doing. It's how can we help ourselves in this spiritual war? You know what I mean? Same dude, bro. So we've got a gap between your success and fulfillment will show up as achieving external success but feeling unfulfilled or empty inside. So if you're feeling that way, check out my previous reading. You know what I mean? But it's like, also recognize, what do you have? Because I feel like feeling this way is also a spiritual attack. Not being able to recognize everything that you've acquired, right? But it's also showing you that the 3D things, it doesn't matter what you have on the outside, it's how you feel about yourself on the inside, you know? So maybe also too, that's where we're gonna get, we've got a couple of them, right? Heart chakra, a blockage of the heart chakra. And then third eye, it was just crazy the way this came out in reverse. This is a blockage of the third eye. But it's like somebody blocking your third eye. For some people, it's who are you sharing a bed with, right? Who are you giving your sacral chakra, your sacral energy? Who are you giving that to? Because it might not be an even exchange. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes down to just people vibrating at a higher frequency, it's like people may look good on the outside, but it's like you're vibrating so much higher that when you're with them intimately, they're benefiting from the interaction, and it's like they're taking from you. I almost said too, I said this in a live reading, but I almost said too, somebody could be manifesting with your sacral energy. With your sacral. There. I'm so sorry. Manifesting with your sacral energy. Okay? So that's where the first reading comes in with putting the right things in our body. We also had start cutting out dairy for people, especially people if you're laughing off the effects that dairy has on your physical body. It's got to go. You know what I mean? Laughing if it like makes you have the runs, bloated, whatever, but it's like you're eating it anyway. I feel like this is your sign to stop. Tell me to fuck off, right? But I wanted to share these cards because it's just, we don't think about that when you're, it feels like this message is for somebody who's gotta, you've got to break through some levels, right? Of the matrix. It's breaking out of the matrix, but it's like the levels of comprehending why are we all here? You know what I mean? There's certain things that you need to tap into, and you got to get some shit out of your way first, right? And with a blockage of the heart chakra, it's honestly making me correlating who's taking from your sacral chakra. It's like you're not able to give yourself the self-love that you need. Again, because your third eye is blocked. We gotta eliminate stuff from the equation of what's going in our body, decalcify that third eye, and 2, call your energy back, call your power back. It doesn't matter how attractive somebody is on the outside. It's like, for somebody, if you could only see how somebody actually looks on the inside that you're sharing yourself with, you'd be like, what the fuck? That just came out. I feel like somebody needs to hear it. You know? Get out of your own way, but it's also implementing that self-discipline. Really acquiring the self-discipline. And it's like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm able to say this to people because I completely relate to being in these positions, and I can only speak on what worked for me, right? That's why I made the deck that I did, and that's why it's for entertainment purposes only, and I am not pretending to be a medical professional, nor am I one. It's just, I'm speaking on life experience. I am the walking testimony of the things that I felt called to put in the deck. I always encourage everybody to do their own research, right? Tell me to fuck off, okay? If anybody's still in this video.